This is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It is what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. You just heard from Jeanette. She'll give us another look at the weather again in just a few moments.
I want to start off, though, with Joy Bergen and a look at on-time traffic. 35 being 35. Is it? No, it's not clearing up at all.
35. Yep. That's pretty much all there is to say, right? As soon as you say 35, people know exactly what's going on because we have those ongoing construction closures over there causing delays. Before I get to that, though, I want to mention this accident here on the north side, Loop 1604 westbound at Bitters. Not seeing a big delay, but I wanted to update you on some of that. Here's the delay on I-35, about 15 to 20 minutes right now. Southbound, as you're approaching Loop 1604, those partial closures begin at Olympia Parkway. Downtown, we're starting to see this delay picking up as well. The upper level of I-35 northbound from I-10 to Brooklyn. Now, photojournalist David Mendoza has been busy so far this morning. He joins us live from Sky 4. Hi, David.
Hey, good morning, Joe. Yeah, a little busy this morning, nothing too crazy though. So that accident that I was monitoring on 1604, single vehicle accident, that's really all I've seen this morning. Right now I'm on 90 westbound, just past 151 in the Military Drive area, headed towards 410. It's looking a little busy as you come into town, but just thankful right now we're not tracking any serious accidents, just congestion here and in the northeast. If I see anything else, I'll let you know. Back to you.
David, thank you. We'll bring you another live update right here with your on-time traffic.
Joy, thank you. A big announcement for parents in early education care for their children. Governor Greg Abbott will be up the road in Schertz today, and he's expected to make a big announcement about regulations. News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon joins us live with the details on his visit. Good morning, Christina.
Yeah, good morning, Marissa. Good morning, everyone. Later on this afternoon, the governor is going to be making that announcement on the governor's task force on the governance of early childhood education and care. He's going to be joined by the Texas Education Agency Commissioner Mike Morath and Texas Health and Human Services Executive Commissioner Stephen Muth, along with other local officials and legislators. Now, so far this year, Governor Greg Abbott has focused on aligning and increasing oversight in Texas child care through a couple of House bills, including 117 and 4903. They have streamlined regulations and expanded access alongside directing anti-fraud investigations into child care fraud in those centers. They've also focused on high-risk providers, required on-site visits to those places, and ensured accountability in subsidy programs. Now, today's announcement is expected along those lines later on this afternoon at the John Sipple Elementary School Library, and it's going to take place at 2 p.m. again in Schertz. Reporting live, I'm Christina De Leon. We'll listen it back to you.
Christina, thank you. This morning, San Antonio police need your help finding the gunman who killed a teen murder suspect. Over the weekend, officers found 18-year-old Deshawn Suggs shot to death inside a car off of Tiger Field near Coral Bay on the west side. Police say that car and a nearby house were hit several times with bullets. Suggs was wanted for the September murder of 17-year-old Alianna Ujueta. She was shot and killed on Luckey Road in Southwest Bexar County as she was leaving a house party.
All right, another story involving a 16-year-old teenager, 16-year-old Isabella Ramirez has been missing now for 10 days. Her father thinks she has been a victim of human trafficking based on the information that he's received from the sheriff's office. This is a picture of her right here. Listen to the father.
You start thinking of what could they be doing to her. After 10 days, you start thinking, your mind starts thinking, I don't even want to say what I'm thinking. And my mind's racing right now because I'm trying to remember what was the last word she said to me. And that hit my heart right now. It hit my heart because I didn't even think about what was the last words I said.
That is a nightmare. Just hard to listen to. If you know where she is, please contact the sheriff's office at 210-335-6000.
In the Allen at the Live Desk, live pictures coming out of Washington, D.C. this morning where the Supreme Court is weighing a challenge to a controversial Hawaii gun restriction known as the vampire rule. The law requires people with concealed carry permits to get permission before bringing firearms onto private property, including places open to the public like stores, gas stations, and even restaurants. Justices will decide this morning whether the 2023 law violates the Second Amendment, which protects the right to bear arms, and several states, including New York and California, have already adopted similar rules. Now, the case is backed by the Trump administration as Hawaii defends the law after lower courts split on its legality. That's the latest from the Live Desk.
All right, Emma, thank you. 6:47 right now. Markets in a free fall as the U.S. and Europe escalate a trade war, and Panera is going retro with its new menu.
Jane King is live at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more. Good morning, Jane.
Hi, good morning to you. Yes, Panera launching the same menu it had in 2016. So this is in tandem with the ongoing nostalgia for 2016 on social media. So Panera's recreated this menu. There's 4 items that were especially popular with customers a decade ago. And these are the broccoli cheddar in bread bowl, agave lemonade, chocolate chipper cookies, and a bacon turkey Bravo sandwich. Well, Disney's Zootopia 2 has surpassed Inside Out 2 as the highest grossing animated film in Hollywood history. It has brought in $1.7 billion globally, according to Variety. And it did open with a record $156 million domestically. Now, in the meantime, A24's Marty Supreme has set a new record as the studio's highest grossing film in North America, dethroning the Oscar-winning film Everything Everywhere All at Once. And one thing many workers are keen to leave behind in the new year, the 9-to-5 schedule. In fact, many are adopting this micro-shifting practice. So the Owl Lab's State of Hybrid Work report finds workers feel more in control with this kind of shift. It's less about being in the office a certain time and just getting things done. So, for example, workers may work in the morning, then they run errands in the afternoon, finish up projects in the evening. Owl Lab's report found caregivers were 3 times as likely to try this micro-shifting as non-caregivers. And Parloa is one of many startups developing AI agents that promise to automate the kind of customer service that used to be done by humans. So Parloa's AI can even help you plan a vacation if you're stumped on where to go. Here's a recent presentation.
You check for a hotel December 23rd to January 2nd. Budget is around $2,000.
Perfect choice, Axel. Let's find you a great hotel in Crete from December 23rd to January 2nd within that budget. Here we go.
All AI, the company now investing in technology that will allow personalized AI agents to recognize a customer's identity and specific needs, and it works on an app, a website, or a phone call as well. Okay, stocks ended Friday just below the flat line. We had a losing week. However, the markets this morning under quite a bit of pressure. Dow's down 700 points. Interest rates are up on this ongoing and escalating tension that we saw between the U.S. and Europe over the weekend, involving tariffs and Greenland, and so it does look like a rough start today. Live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King. Back to you.
Try not to freak out about the 700 points you just talked about, Jane. The idea of workers kind of doing a little here and a little there, that sounds amazing. I want that.
I know.
I want that job.
Doesn't it make sense? I mean, as long as you get your job done, and it totally makes sense that caregivers would, you take a little pick up your child at school or take them to the doctor and then come back home and do your Zoom call or whatever. So, I think we might be seeing more of that.
Here's the thing. I don't think young people are disciplined enough to do a little bit of work, do what they need to do, and then come back. And so I think it's great for probably our generation.
All right.
I don't know. Probably going to get a lot of hate email for that.
Well, if there's a threat of losing their job, they might find some discipline.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't have
We'll
I didn't have Marisa as the grumpy old man on my bingo card, but I'm loving it. The great Jane King live in New York. Jane, have a great day.
Thanks.
See you tomorrow. I'm actually with you. I don't think they're disciplined either. This guy is, though. Hey, big story, big news for the Spurs and for Wemby. He has been voted as an all-star starter, making him just the 7th Spur to receive that honor. This will be his 2nd trip to the game, but the first time that he's been picked to play as a starter. Had a nice showing. You're looking at some of the highlights from last year's game, which happened just before his blood clot, which ended his season. So here's the rest of the Western Conference starters. SGA from Oklahoma City, Luka from the Lakers, Jokic from Denver, Wemby, of course, from the Spurs, and then Steph rounding out the top 5. Wemby, by the way, the first Frenchman to be named an all-star starter.
Iconic Italian fashion designer Valentino Garavani has died. He had passed away at his home in Rome. He founded his own line of clothing in 1959 and became known for designing red dresses. The shade of scarlet became so associated with him that it's known as Valentino Red. He dressed some of the most glamorous women in the world, princesses, first ladies, and A-list actresses. His funeral is set for this Friday at the Basilica of St. Mary of the Angels and Martyrs.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeanette Calle.
All eyes on the weather this weekend. Big changes coming our way. I have yet to use the word Arctic when it comes to our weather so far this winter season. And here it goes. An Arctic cold front will come in Friday night. Really Friday evening. Behind it, it is going to get very cold. Now, the core of the cold arrives here late Saturday going into Sunday. Saturday morning will likely start off in the 40s, but then it drops into the 30s. Now, we'll see a cold rain during the day Saturday, but late in the day into early Sunday, there could be a winter mix, maybe some sleet and freezing rain. The hill country will start off with rain. That could change over, or I should say mix, and then perhaps change over to a bit of ice. There could be some impacts in the hill country, maybe some ice accumulations on those flyovers, roads, and even on power lines. Risk of some ice a little farther south from the hill country Sunday morning. Guaranteeing the cold, however, still a bit uncertain on the winter weather. There will be an upper level disturbance that will be approaching from the west behind that Arctic cold front, and that's what's going to increase the Pacific moisture. So yes, we could have moisture on top of that very cold air mass. The core of that Arctic cold will stay off towards the north. That's where temperatures will be in the teens and single digits. For us, we're talking lows mostly in the 20s, but could see some teens in the hill country. So again, there goes the weather maker, the Arctic front moving off towards the south later Saturday. We're going to see rain Friday into Saturday, and then we'll just have to watch for the potential of maybe some ice in the hill country as early as Saturday, and then perhaps a little farther south going into Sunday. Central Texas, better chance of that sleet and freezing rain. That's in the pink, and that's snow for far north Texas up into the Panhandle. We're going to see some clearing later on Sunday as that drier air comes in from the north. High pressure settles in by then. A little rain this morning, very patchy stuff, light stuff out west. This is mostly sprinkles, mist, patches of drizzle. Could see some of that closer to San Antonio this afternoon. Otherwise, it's just going to be cloudy all day. Late tonight, tomorrow morning, we'll have to watch for maybe some spotty showers, and then tomorrow in the afternoon, it gradually clears out. Forecast high today near 60. Tomorrow we're at 71, 74 Thursday, and then there goes that increased rain chance late Friday into Saturday, 26 for the low Sunday morning, 37 in the afternoon.
All right, still following an accident here on the north side of San Antonio. That's Loop 1604 westbound at Bitters. I will say so far, no delays in that area. And then here's some good news. Construction on I-35 finally starting to improve here in the southbound lanes of I-35 between Olympia Parkway and Loop 1604. That's where we've had some partial closures. Now down from a 25-minute delay to about a 5 to 10-minute delay. Now downtown, this will not be opening up this morning. That's the northbound lanes of I-35 on the upper level from I-10 to Brooklyn. Photojournalist David Mendoza is live above San Antonio right now. He joins us once more from Sky 4. Good morning, David.
Hey, good morning. You know, I think it's been a pretty okay day. We haven't seen too much in terms of accidents right now, but it is getting busy downtown. That's where I'm at. Looking at 35 northbound and 281, 37. Starting to get a little slow, especially on 10 East over here at the Y. I will leave you with that. Drive safe and have a fantastic day. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That's the latest for now with your on-time traffic.
All right, finally, it's not Thursday, but we couldn't help but do a little throwback Thursday on a Tuesday.
Before she was taking the career of covering traffic and all of the news.
Yeah.
Joy is following the trend on social media.
She was at HEB. Check out this picture of 16-year-old Joy.
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
Oh, my
Look
God.
at that.
My HEB.
And the thing is, folks at HEB, I love the folks at HEB. They're so nice.
Yes.
HEB is a great company to work for.
What'd you do?
I was a bagger.
Heck yeah, you were.
Yeah, they trained us all about you double bag this, you don't double bag that, keep these separate.
How long did you work there?
Honestly, only a few months.
Oh, okay. So was this your
It was
first
like a
day?
summer job, you know.
Was this your first day or your last?
I don't know if that was my first day.
But look at her now.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Another lifetime. And I still love to go to H-E-B.
So that's the social media trend Jane was talking about as well. Everybody's doing it. Jeanette, by the way,
Jeanette posted hers
has
on her
posted
story.
one.